Hi everybody, this is Dr. Haynes and I'm here with Devin, and our short tutorial today is going to be on the external anatomy of the dogfish shark. Let's start with the fins. We have two pectoral fins at the front, anterior dorsal fins, two pelvic fins, a posterior dorsal fin, and a caudal fin. Returning to the pelvic fin, we can use the pelvic fin to determine the sex of the shark. This shark is a female, as you can tell by the lack of claspers. Claspers are modified, elongated pelvic fins used by the males for mating. There will be a picture of this in the checklist. Be sure to be able to tell the difference between a male and female shark based on the anatomy of the pelvic fins. Returning to the caudal fin, it is divided into a dorsal lobe, a keel, and a ventral lobe. This is a heterocercal tail, meaning that the top or superior lobe is larger than the smaller posterior lobe. At the tip of the head, or anterior part of the head, we have the snout. Once you see the picture of the cartilaginous skeleton, you will note that this is where the rostrum is located. The snout is densely packed with sensory cells that aid in sensing vibrations in the water and detecting prey. These are called the ampullae of Lorenzini. On the lateral sides of the head, you have the eyes. Directly behind the eye, you have the spiracle. The spiracle is the modified first gill slit, letting water into the gills that helps oxygenate the eyes. On the ventral side of the shark, you have paired nostrils, the incurrent and excurrent apertures, which are separated by the nasal flap. These openings allow water to flow over the olfactory epithelium, which are located on the olfactory lamella, or the leaf-like structures in the nasal area. This flow of water enhances the olfactory sensitivity of the shark and aids in its use of electrical currents to detect its prey. The water then flows to the gills. Here are the gill slits, 1 through 5. Depending on the species of shark, they can have between 5 and 7 of these gill slits. Here you will see the subterminal mouth and the teeth. One thing you would notice if you were here in the lab and touching the shark is that if you were moving your hand in one direction, it would be smooth, but the other way would be rough. This is because the placoid, or tooth-like scales on the shark, make it rough. Back in the day, people used the shark skin as sandpaper. Additionally, you may notice how oily Devin's hands are. This oil is called squalene. This is because of the very large shark liver. The liver is very oily and helps provide buoyancy for the shark. The shark does not have an air bladder, so it relies on the oil to stay lighter and more buoyant in the water so that the shark can continue to swim.